as Alfie indicated, we are about 55 days away from which promises to be one of the greatest sporting events in the Bahamas in recent times, and certainly in the region. It is very timely because the Bahamas will be celebrating its 40th anniversary this year as an independent country. The beach race is 60 years old this year, and this is the 42nd edition of the Carifta Games. I'm very excited to be leading a fine group of persons from the beach race executive and also the LOC under Mr. Basil Christie that is assiduously working to bring us a great event. And as Alfie has noted, the Carifta Games has been recognized by the president himself, Mr. Lemaine Diak, as one of the top events in the world for this age group. His first appearance at the Games was in 2002 when he attended the Carifta Games for the first time ever, and it was here in Nassau. And he indicated then that because it was so exciting that he will make every effort not to miss another Carifta Games. He is expected to join us here as well for this festive event. That will be the first major event in our brand new facility. So coupled with all of this, we are looking forward to a very, very exciting Carifta Games. To date, the registrations are coming in. I think we have already about 12 countries and almost 18 countries. He'll correct me, and about 400 athletes already.
Yes.
Okay, and so that it is expected to continue. The LOC is working assiduously. The support is there, as evidenced by our presence here today to announce the first in a series of sponsors who is going to make this event possible for all of us to be able to experience. And so I will now turn over to the chairman of the local organizing committee, Mr. Basil Christie, who will bring remarks and update us on really what is happening.
Grateful that the media is here to share our current success with the rest of the world, the rest of the Bahamas. Just briefly, I'd like to let the Bahamas public know that we have an extensive and experienced organizing committee who have just about everything in place at this time. This includes our accommodations, our transportation, our concessions, our ticketing, our accreditation, our public relations movements, marketing campaign, everything is in place. The only thing missing so far, the arrival of the athletes and the delegations from our 26 different countries. We're happy to report also that the support from the public in general has been very encouraging. So far, we have a number of notable corporate sponsors whom we will be naming from time to time at different press conferences. But today, in particular, we'd like to recognize the contributions and partnership of three of our local partners. I also want to highlight that our first and foremost and most generous partner or sponsor so far has been the government through the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. You know, we needed a significant amount of funds to get started, and we're 4 months into our planning, and the ministry has been supportive financially of our efforts to date. In particular, today we want to recognize the partnership of Bahamas Brewery and Beverage Company Limited, producers of Sans Beer, among other products. The Caribbean Bottling Company, producers of Coke and other products. And Super Value, who in particular are sponsoring some of our schools for attendance to the games. And before I pass you on to the sponsors in particular, and the Rotary Clubs of the Bahamas. There are 6 local clubs, and they have a role that they're playing, a significant role they're playing as well. We want to take this opportunity to encourage the rest of the corporate community to get involved as partners. We have a significant amount of deliverables that make available to you. This is going to be a big event, and we are confident that every partner, everybody participating as sponsors will reap benefits from an association with Carifta 2013. I continue to say at every opportunity that the partnership opportunity and the sponsorship opportunity is not limited to the large companies. but to everyone. And whomever renders any kind of support financially or in kind will get recognition. So you can all say we participated in the hosting and the sponsorship of Carifta 2013.
We're proud to be a part of this initiative. We know how important Carifta is in developing our future Olympians. We got on board last year with the Olympics, and I think that went very well. And when we got the call from Andy Gape, we at least wanted to sit down and see what they had come up with. And I was very impressed with the initiatives and the way they had developed the programs, not only so that sponsors could reap benefits, but also the way it gives the opportunity for younger children, children that aren't of the age yet to participate, to attend and gain the exposure through this kind of thing. Programs like getting school children in for little to no cost, those things are important to us. So I think overall, from what I've seen so far, everything is in motion for this to be a success, and we're proud to be a part of it.
My name is Berkeley Williamson, and I represent Bahamian Brewery and Beverage Company. And we are also delighted to partnership with Carifta 2013. And I wish to bring congratulations to this body on behalf of our CEO, Mr. James Sands, who is elsewhere today. It is quite fitting for a company like ours with a number of products that can fit into this mix very well. Become involved with such an event as this, because sports, dealing with the young people, is very important to the building of a nation. It is a culture that is Bahamian when you come to sports, and with any factor or sector of the sports segment, Bahamians do very well. So it is a great fit for our company. So we congratulate the organizers of this event, and we are very pleased to provide whatever assistance we can. And we can assure you, as a first-class operation, we deem ourselves also as a first-class operation, so we will endeavor to make a very, very meaningful contribution to the success of this event. So congratulations to all, and we just wish the public will come out, because we are involved with this because of the organizers. We, as our partner said, we see tremendous organization involved with this, and it is so fitting to you cannot bypass it. No one would like to become involved with something that is not profitable and is not beneficial. We see it as being beneficial to all concerned. The country would benefit, and so would we. So we thank you very much for this opportunity, and we look forward to great Carifta 2013.
Yeah. Good morning. I'm William Wong. Along with Felix Stubbs, we represent the Rotary Clubs of the Bahamas. There's 6 clubs in New Providence, 1 in Cat Island, and 1 in Habaco. We are very excited to be part of this exchange, because the district that we are in, most of the kids coming from those islands are those same members of the Rotary Clubs that we are involved with. So it'll be like a homecoming for us. So we are hoping that a lot of Rotarians in District 6020, get us right now.
70-20.
70-20, that they will also come to the Bahamas. We will be handling the food concessions, the hot dogs, and the drinks, along with our youth partners, that's Rotaract and Interact. Most of our clubs, we focus on the youth. So this is a great time for us to expand even further. And the Rotary Clubs are behind this 100%, and we're going to do our best to make this Carifta the very best one ever. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Andy Gape, and I'm involved with Carifta 2013 as a coordinator of sponsorships and concessions and volunteers. I'm very pleased to see today that we have all elements of that present in the room. One of the challenges that this Carifta faces that many others have not is the sheer size of the event and the sheer size of the opportunity to involve as many members of the community as possible in terms of not just sponsorship and volunteer support, but also in terms of the opportunity to expose as many young people as possible to the excitement, the spirit, and the the future, the possibility of the future that is expressed by Carifta itself. It's a wonderful opportunity, and I thank our sponsors here today, including Rotary Clubs, Bahama Brewery, and Coca-Cola, Caribbean Bottling Company, for buying into what is a sort of unique combination of interests and community involvement that has evolved through this process. When we're talking about an opportunity for 75,000 seats, there's a big difference between that and the old stadium. There's a lot of challenges involved in that, including ticket sales. You know, we cannot deal with this environment like we did in the past, where you show up and you buy a couple of, you find your tickets, go find your buddies in the stands. So we had to come up with some unique ideas about how to make this all happen. And what we come up with essentially is something called Adopt a School. Through Adopt a School program, primary schools and senior schools will be involved in selling tickets to their families and friends. And they will also, as a result, receive direct benefit from the proceeds of those ticket sales going directly back into the schools to support their athletic programs in the primary schools and the senior schools. An important element of that, of course, is sponsorship and partnership. The Adopt a School program is built around the student selling a ticket or buying a ticket for $5 and a corporate sponsor partnering with that school to pay for the other half of the ticket, or $5. And that's where the monies come from to go back into the program. So the $5 ticket will be include admission to the games, as well as a hot dog and a soft drink, so, as a part of that package for the primary school kids. An important element, of course, of all of this, as I said, is the corporate sponsorships. And the corporate sponsors really like this program because it has a multi-level or a multiplier effect for each dollar that they contribute to the Adopt a School program. I know I'm running on a little bit, but I think if you'd allow me, just to finish this, the whole idea of Adopt a School is to help fill the stadium and to help support our corporate sponsors who really, really like this program because it benefits the entire community. Students and their families and employees and their families will be able to attend the games together at the most affordable price. School athletics departments will receive much needed financial assistance through their partnership in selling the tickets, and school social and service clubs through Rotary will receive much needed financial assistance to their organizations as well. So having said that, there's a lot more to this program. I met with the minister this morning, and he's very supportive of it, and I'm delighted to receive that support and the support generated by the community at large at this point. I did mention, Mr. Christie did allude to super value, and I had a conversation with Junior Roberts yesterday, and Junior says he's so busy that he couldn't find anybody at short notice to come. He said I could speak for him, and the message is super value really endorses this concept of corporate sponsors adopting schools and making it affordable and financially rewarding for schools to participate and be able to attend these games at a very, very reasonable price. And he wished us all the best of luck.
Andy mentioned the future that Carifta holds and the hope that Carifta holds. I'd also just like to make a comment to that as well. Every boy or girl in the Caribbean, their dream is to make a Carifta team, because Carifta is the stepping ground for bigger and better things, as evidenced by our Golden Girl present here, Ms. Pauline Davis Thompson, who is an Austin Seeley Award winner, and the Bahamas has had several Austin Sealy Award winners. Austin Sealy is the founder of the Carifta Games. He is also expected to be here to make the presentation of the Most Valuable Performer Award that is in his name. Any other number of persons, you would know that Anthony Strawn, who was a two-time Austin Sealy winner as well. I think we had Laverne Eve, Debbie Ferguson. So we have made our mark on Marianne Higgs. And so we have left our indelible mark at the Carifta Games. We expect that we will continue to do so, particularly while we're on home soil. And I can tell you that our friends in the South, Jamaica, they've already been sending messages that they don't need to bring their plane loads, even because they know they have their strong support base here. And I will also tell you that that is also building, because I say without fear of contradiction or otherwise, my dear friend Lenny Smith, who we all know, who is he is very avid track and field fan. He is in the office. He lives in Freeport, but he came personally to the office to make sure that he can secure sufficient tickets for the Jamaican contingent. And so, you know, we have a nice banter back and forth that we don't intend to be outnumbered, not at home, certainly. And so this is going to be the most exciting event that take place. Our athletes are training very, very hard. Our trials will take place on March the 15th and the 16th. And this weekend we have a track meet that is going on. We had a Carifta talent search that is been happening. We have about 10 athletes from the Family Islands that have been identified this specific weekend through the support of the Stroud Trackers Track Club. They brought them in, and they'll be performing this week for the first time in the front of a big crowd and a home field stadium that we are getting used to for the performance on the ultimate day, March 29th to April the 1st. And so you will be hearing about Carifta every day for the next 55 days as we move on.